Hail to our Celtic brethren wherever they may be, in the far woods of Oregon or o'er the Atlantic Sea. Whether they guard the banner of St. George in Indian vales or spread beneath the nightless north experimental sails, one in name and in fame are the sea-divided gales.
That was part of a poem, A Salutation to the Celts, written by Thomas D'Arcy McGee, who was born in County Louth in Ireland and who became a leading figure in Canadian Confederation. Good evening and welcome to Heritage. My name is Dennis Ryan of Ryan's Fancy, and tonight we're going to visit the Cape Shore of Newfoundland, an area of Irish communities that have maintained their culture from generation to generation. We're going to visit the villages of Branch, Coslet, St. Bride's, Gooseberry Cove and Patrick's Cove, and meet some of the people that have helped to maintain the unique heritage of this beautiful part of the country. We're going to take a break now, and when we come back, we'll see you right here in the Cape Shore of Newfoundland.
There's an easier way to make pancakes. Introducing new Eggo pancakes. They're light and fluffy, like homemade. Only you make them in your toaster in just 90 seconds. Flat. Now you can also enjoy new Eggo blueberry pancakes with real blueberries.
HealthQuest's personal healthcare notebook. When inflammation occurs in the tendons that attach to the elbow due to repetitive strain, overuse, or injury, a localized pain develops. Resting and applying a cold compress several times each day can provide some relief. An epicondylitis clasp worn around the forearm can relieve the pull on the tendon attachments and relieve discomfort. The professionally trained staff at HealthQuest can advise and fit you with products appropriate to you and your concern. HealthQuest, improving your health and lifestyle.
What makes a good career college?
Academy Canada knows and understands.
We have over 100 professional educators, and we work continually to update and improve our curriculum.
Academy Canada stays ahead of the rest by informing and educating teachers with the latest in research and changes in program requirements.
Academy Canada has also obtained national accreditation.
We believe our programs must have the most up-to-date information available.
It simply means we are concerned about what we teach you, our students.
Industry liaisons make sure the working world realize these students are some of the best trained and best suited for the job.
Make no mistake, the programs, curriculum, teachers, advisors, principals, and industry liaisons are behind students 100%.
When you have this much support, it's easy to see why our graduates are so successful.
Wedding generation.
Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. I'm Jim Brown. What other factors are there that this investigation team has to take into consideration?
Wake up to the morning show, your morning magazine of information, politics, and entertainment.
And I'll see you there.
CBC Radio 1, 640, news and more.
The series is about us as a species. We are now having an impact on the planet that no other species has ever had. Whatever we do to that natural world will impact on us. It's an unprecedented period in human history. I want people to look at the world in a way they've never seen it before. From naked ape to super species. Join me every Sunday morning. Don't look for it on television. Listen to it on radio. CBC Radio 1. News and more.
Will you come to the bower of the free boundless ocean, where the stupendous waves rolling thunder in motion, where the mermaids are seen and the wild tempest gathers to love there in the green, the dear land of our fathers. Will you come? Will you come to the bower? Will you come to the land of O'Neill and O'Donnell, of Lord Luke in the bowl, and the
That was Fergus singing a fine old Irish song called Will You Come to the Door. We're in St. Bride's on the Cape Shore of Placentia Bay, Newfoundland. Father Kelly is the parish priest here, and as well as being from the area, he's lived a number of years in Ireland, so he's got a great interest in the Irish heritage that's such a part of the Cape Shore. We'd like for you to meet him, so here's Dennis talking with Father Kelly.
Father Kelly, you're parish priest of St. Bride's. What size of a parish would that be?
We have about 1,600 people altogether, and in distance you're talking about 40 to 50 miles. 7 communities really, where people are dwelling, living.
What communities would those be?
Well, the parish goes right from Branch in St. Mary's Bay, around the Cape to Pointlands, then to St. Bride's. We also include Costlet, Angel's Cove, Patrick's Cove and Ship Cove altogether.
When did the Irish come here?
Well, from what I know from the people themselves and from their stories and even from some statistics that's been done, around 1820 on up through different parts of the communities, or the area I should say, from different parts of Ireland at different times, but from the early 1800s to the latter part.
Why have they kept such a strong Irish tradition here?
I think first of all the fact of the oral tradition that's been handed on through music, through song, through monologue and dialogue and so on, especially through our concerts throughout the parish each year. We're having 4, 5, 6, and particularly for the old timers, they in turn has been handing those stories on to their children. The dialect, as you know yourself, and having spent some time in Ireland, there's times you think you're walking into County Cork, or other times you think you're in Wexford or Wicklow, or even Waterford itself, especially Waterford. The different communities have retained different dialects, and that culture is just expressed in their whole behavioural patterns. And I suppose even too in the fact of the fishing, they've retained that, their methods in terms of farming, sometimes are a wee bit primitive, but are being advanced. That we can see too. Keeping the sheep, the cattle, there's many, many reasons.
Do you think isolation would have anything to do with it?
Definitely. It's only within the past number of years, I guess, that the communication areas have really opened, even in terms of transportation, roads, pavement, this type of thing. Because of its ruralness in that area, it has certainly, I think, given benefit to the fact of retaining the Irish culture, the Irish tradition.
You've lived in Ireland for some time, and you're from here in Newfoundland. What comparisons can you see here between Ireland and the Cape Shore, for example?
Well, the first one, I think that'd meet anyone's eye, is the fact of the terrain itself. Even as we stand here and have a chat, you could be in Donegal, you know, or again you could be standing in Waterford looking out over the sea. That's certainly one definite resemblance. Maybe if I can relate just a short thing, when I was in Ireland studying, our sociology teacher asked me to write something in sociology pertaining to culture shock. So I put on the paper I have yet to experience it. And the same way coming back here, you know, there's no culture shock. To me, it's just the same as if you're in Ireland, with the odd hedge and the fence and the dialect itself, which is so resemblance to the people back there, and has certainly been given great root by the people that have moved here.
Are the young people as interested in their heritage as their forefathers were?
Well, they are and they aren't. They are from the point of view that I believe they're genuinely interested in learning about the traditions, you know, their roots, in other words, where they came from, how they got here, what took place in their own development and growth and so on. But I don't believe they can be from the point of view that they just don't have that heart relationship. They cannot feel the closeness and the warmth and I guess the love that's been brought out by their ancestors and parents, grandparents and so on. Again, though, I believe at Memorial University, with its extension courses and so on, and with the great emphasis you know, on folklore tradition, again this year introducing in our schools you know, folklore, Newfoundland authors, traditions, cultures and so on, that will, and I think has, to give an urge or an impetus to our students and to our young people to want to know and to want to learn.
She ma pas ve mi la mi oh van kniven no in barbot slimer fin knigeren van knigeren no is varnan til sjå dirgar sleva man klikker no var da filchas badir of red ism lamare Jesus God, ja, fire, ja, fire, chimera, bankliger no. Agis tarana slanja imana jesha imankliger When I landed on the quay, sure I found myself in danger. Some boys began to follow me, but I knew I was a stranger. Says one of them, give me that stick. From me he tried to snatch it, so I brought it down upon his brow with a blow that made him scratch it. Oh, I'm Ballyhead from the county Clare in Ireland. I was born in my country, going for to take the boat, and I landed here this morning. Well, now I walked in peace and quietness till I came to the big church steeple. Says a fella to me, keep in your feet and don't be tripping the people. Says I to him, give me none of your book. Says he, give me none of your blarney. So I hit him a clout on a bull of snout and said, remember Barney. Oh, I'm Ballyhead from the county Clare in Ireland. I was born in my country, going for to take the boat, and I landed here this morning. Oh, now I can dance an Irish jig or a job of journey work, sir. I've got a heart as big as gold, and I plough the fields for turf, sir. At the harvest fair, you'll find me there. All the latest songs I'll sing, sir. I'm Barney here from the county Clare, who can make the rafters ring, sir. Oh, I'm Barney here from the county Clare in Ireland. I was born in right on me going for to take the bone, and I landed here this morning. I'm Barney here from the county Clare in Ireland. I was born in right on me going for to take the bone, and I landed here this
morning. Welcome back. That was Dermot there with one of his favourite songs, Barney Hare. And we're here with Paddy and Bridie Judge in their kitchen in Patrick's Cove in the Cape Shore in Newfoundland, and we're having a great time. And I think it's about time now we got Paddy to sing one of our favourite songs, The Prisoner of Newfoundland.
Yes, sir. Now, it's not a very long song, and they say it was a true song, though. It was about where years ago this brigantine came into St. John's, and this Irishman happened to be a sailor on her, and for some, didn't take much that time to get in the penitentiary, and it wasn't very pleasant you got to, so he happened to end up in the penitentiary for 4 months. And while he was there, I suppose, singing, he taught out this song and had it all made up, and this is it, concerning the treatment he got in the penitentiary and his trip to Newfoundland and so forth, and so here it is now.
Heave it out of your pipe.
You lads and lassies of Newfoundland, come listen to my tale. On the line relate the hardships great I spent in St. John's jail. Although I'm a prisoner in this land, I'll do the best I can to relate the hardships I did endure in the prison of Newfoundland. Now when my trial was over, they marched me right away down to the penitentiary, my winter there for to stay. It was there I met comrades plentiful, as you might understand, to be fed on bread and cold water in the prison of Newfoundland. Then one night as I lay fast asleep there in my prison cell, I dreamt that I was in old Ireland, where once I used to dwell. Those pleasing dreams, they disturbed my rest, as you might understand. For alas, I woke with a heart that was broke in the prison of Newfoundland. Now to conclude and finish, I mean to end my song. Oh, Johnny Dial, it is my name, and old Ireland I do belong. I spend my time in the Black Ball Lines, and Sabre I went to see. And it's very soon I'll be going back to that land of liberty.
Good boy!